Welcome to the first EHS Nights News for 2023 to 2024. I'm Dan.
And I'm Tom.
Best Buddies is hosting a pumpkin painting event with the Unified PE class. Miles has the report.
Best Buddies is a program which special needs students complete different activities, and on October 31st they decide to do a pumpkin painting project. Students and teachers explain what's going on here.
We're having a pumpkin painting event with our Best Buddies group and our Unified PE class. Just fun activity to bring kids together and do something fun and in the spirit of Halloween.
We're painting pumpkins for the pumpkin painting night, and I painted like the whole pumpkin pink and little ghosts all around it, like outlined in black. Some of my friends did like hearts and did one of them did like a really cool nature scene, but everybody did their own thing and was just creative about it.
Students and teachers explain how they got involved.
So the Best Buddies group here at the high school has designed this event today, and so with some, like I said, some donations from Zen Farm as well as just others putting in the effort, we were able to get some paints and bring together students just to have fun and celebrate Halloween.
My friend invited me to go with her, so I went with her.
Look out for more events in the future hosted by Best Buddies. This is Miles signing off.
A few weeks ago, Ellington Knights football hosted the Stafford Bulldogs under the lights. Shavam has a report.
This is Shavam Baroja reporting on the Ellington Knights football game. The Ellington Knights faced off in a battle against the Stafford Bulldogs. This was a rematch of Week 1 when the game got canceled because of thunder and lightning. The game started off with Ellington up 7-0 with 6 minutes and 46 seconds left in the first quarter. Tristan Neville racked up 150 yards on 7 catches with 3 touchdowns. Cooper Kohanke rushed for 94 yards on 7 carries and had 3 catches for 27 yards. He had 1 touchdown as well. Defensive stats for the game were Tristan Neville with 1 interception and 1 fumble recovery. Brady Vale had 19 tackles. Owen Boucher had 10 tackles, and Matthew Duddy had 9 tackles and 1 interception. Throwing to Tristan was Aaron Latter. He went 16 for 26 for 224 yards and 3 touchdowns. Landon Shershak has been breaking records left and right. Landon is the kicker for the Ellington Knights. He's broken his record twice so far this year, a 45 and then later in the game a 48-yard field goal. In the Stafford game, he had multiple field goals and extra points scored in the win.
I think Landon Shershak did.
Landon Shershak had the night of his life, hitting some big kicks, very important player of the team. Yeah, that kid's going to the league.
All right, thank you.
Of course.
How do you think Landon Shershak did? He kicked well?
He got a couple kicks to the field goal, so it was good. I'm proud of him.
Every sport, you know.
All right, how do you think Landon Shershak did kicking?
I seen he broke like a record, like twice, like with the 45 and then 48. So that's pretty tough.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you.
This is Shavam Roja signing off.
There was a recent event outside the cafeteria called the Hydration Station. Kendall has the story.
This is Kendall. We were walking by the cafeteria and spotted a table. We stopped to ask what it was, and we found out it was called the Hydration Station.
The Hydration Station is here to serve, to teach athletes the proper nutrition and water intake that they should be doing while in season.
Will this event happen again?
Yes, we try to do it every season, so next time we'll be back is sometime between December and January, and then we'll come back in the spring around probably April.
Why is the hydration station important?
Well, athlete, you don't take nutrition class, so you don't get a lot of guidance on how to treat your body properly in preparation for, say, a game or a practice. So we're here to give out flyers to basically point out the foods that you guys should be eating and the water levels that you guys should be intaking.
Are you related to an athlete, or are you an athlete?
I have a couple friends in track and other sports.
I am a competitive swimmer, and I do color guard for the high school. What did you like about the hydration station?
I liked that I could find out more about what
kind of nutrition athletes need to just like overall improve how they are doing in their sport and just what they need and what they could use to get more.
Like what you need to stay healthy and also to make yourself feel good while you're doing your sport. It's important because you want to be able to feel good while expressing yourself in the sport that you do, and you don't want to feel like it's all about this, it's all about that. It's just, I think that the type of nutrition you have can help you feel good about yourself and also help you feel good like physically because you are able to feel more active.
You like the pomegranate infused water that they had?
Yes.
What was your favorite snack that they had?
Probably just the chips.
Thank you.
They had several different snack options to choose from, including bananas, chips, and trail mix, and they had a pomegranate infused water.
This is a story on the hydration station for Ellington High School News. This is Kendall signing off.
This April, the Science Foundation will host a field trip to Puerto Rico for students of all ages. For more on this, we have Tucker.
Hi, I'm Tucker. Ellington High School will be hosting a paid field trip to Puerto Rico from April 4th to 9th. The trip will cost around $3,442 per student and is available to all students of all grades. Highlights of the trip will include manatee conservation sites, hikes across the Central Mountains, beach visits, rainforest exploration, snorkeling, and museum visits. To discuss the trip further, we have two students planning to go with two teachers.
What do you most look forward to when you're going on the Puerto Rico trip?
So with the Puerto Rico trip, what I'm really honestly most looking forward to is the fact that it's a very heavily science-based trip. The ecosystems there, biological, chemical things that are ongoing. I am so excited to learn about that and find out all that information. I'm super excited.
I've only snorkeled 2 or 3 times in my life, so that's my thing I'm most looking forward to. I think we do it one day. I wish we did it more. The bioluminescent bay, which I've heard a lot about and I've never seen, that also. And then just hanging out and spending time just relaxing and seeing different things.
What have been your favorite parts about past trips?
So I'll be honest with you, the favorite trip that I've ever been on was the last school trip we did. It had to do with the fact that we learned so much when we went to the Northwest. We did so many parks. We did so many rocks around for geology. It was just fascinating, and so I'm hoping that this trip is very similar to that.
I have not done a trip with this school ever. This is only my second year here. So I can't answer that from a school trip standpoint. I did go on the cardboard boat race Yukon field trip this year, which was fun, watching cardboard boats sink in the ocean. Yeah.
How do you recommend raising money for the Puerto Rico trip?
So that's the hard part. It's one of those things that's really hard to raise money for because you have to have the money that's due, and you don't really have a lot of time to raise the money because not everybody signs up for the trip in time. So even if we start fundraising 2 years in advance, half those people might not be there or still might not be going. So fundraising for the trip is very hard. What do I think students should do? I think there's a ton of leaves outside and a ton of people's yards, and I think they should walk around and knock on doors. Do I think it's going to take a while to build up? I do. But it's also one of those things that if you really want something, That
is an excellent question. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing if we're trying to arrange some fundraisers overall. If I was a student interested in going, I'd be talking to grandma and grandpa and people like that, seeing who is willing to contribute to that Christmas present, because it would seem like a good Christmas present, or at least part way via your Christmas present. I'm not in that school. Hopefully, we're going to do some kind of fundraiser. I don't know the status of that. Right? Yeah.
What do you personally look forward to the most when you're going on the trip?
I look forward to spending time with my friends, and most importantly, at least on my bucket list to check off, is the bioluminescent sea that we're going to visit, which I think that's going to be a lot of fun.
Have you gone on previous school trips or no?
Yeah, 2 years ago I went on the Southwest trip. We visited a bunch of national parks, Grand Canyon, Bryce Canyon, a bunch of fun stuff. That was an amazing trip. So.
All right. So, how will you be able to afford for the trip?
I think every week or every month, my family puts aside a little bit of money to be able to pay for the trip, so that way over time, because we signed up for the trip last year, so we'll have accumulated enough money to be able to pay for it.
All right. That's all for today. This is Tucker signing off.
We asked students at EHS about trends that they see on social media. Here's what students reported.
Today we went around EHS school asking students and teachers about social trends. First, we asked students about what social media platforms influence trends.
Disco and TikTok.
TikTok and Instagram.
Probably Snapchat, because there's a lot of people on there. Yeah.
Next, we asked students what trends they like.
I like how a lot of people are wearing like really cool sneakers lately and like slides and everything.
Oh, definitely a puffer jacket, yeah.
I bought Uggs.
Then we asked people about trends they don't like.
I don't know, probably flannels. Like this specific type of flannels.
What color?
Definitely red.
Thank you.
Red and black.
A lot of people are wearing pajamas to school. You know, it's not pajama day, guys.
Then we interviewed a teacher about what trends she has noticed in her students.
Well, I'm noticing more of the early 2000s coming back. Like, I feel like the past 2 years it was like the 90s fashion was really big, and now it's early 2000s. It's basically everything I wore in high school is all coming back, which makes me feel A, old, but B, stylish, because I still have all that stuff, and I'm seeing you guys wear it too. So a lot of the flare jeans, low-rise stuff, just a lot of like Hollister, Abercrombie, things we wore in like 2004 are all coming back now.
This was Lila McCauley reporting for EHS News.
Thanks for watching EHS Nights News.
See you next time.